Hey guys, it's Alec here from SquareHacker.com, and today I just wanted to kind of go over an introduction video as to why I'm starting the blog site and the YouTube channel. So, I've had a huge response lately from my local real estate community, investing community, as to what are some tools and online software applications and things of that sort that may help investors jumpstart their business or increase their productivity if they're already in real estate full-time. So today I thought I would just go through some of those things and kind of where I'm going with the channel and the site. Real estate has been an industry that has really lagged behind so far as technology goes. It's getting a little bit better now with companies like Zillow, Trulia. Well, Trulia is owned by Zillow now anyway, but companies like Redfin or even Airbnb are disrupting the market. So it's interesting to see where this is going to be going in the next 5 to 10 years. Because there's really no standard. I mean, some companies now are even converting their agents to a fee base or salary base instead of the commission model that we're used to. So it's a kind of a big shift in the real estate world right now. There are so many tools and applications out there that some investors may just not even know about them. I mean, nowadays sometimes there's even too many out there. And it's hard to wade through which ones are actually useful, you know, which ones have good reviews, which ones fits your business model. With the information overload that we get nowadays, it's tough to pick. There's so many options. So I also wanted to help out new investors to the industry, kind of breaking into maybe systematizing a lot of things that they may think is incredibly manual to do. It's really not that bad once you have a system down. We're all here to help each other out. Also, a lot of the things I'll be going over on my channel are not so much focused just on real estate, but also other industries. A lot of the applications kind of mirror a lot of different things that you can do in various industries, so not just real estate. So a little bit about me. I grew up in Western Massachusetts area. I attended undergrad for electrical engineering, and now I work full-time as a software engineer. But I got into real estate when I was about 16, actually. I became super interested in it. I remember coming home off the bus sometimes and going online instead of playing video games with my friends, and I would scroll through millions of dollars worth of real estate. And I often wondered, how do people afford some of these things? Like, how do you get to a point to be wealthy enough to afford a $10 million house, right? I had no idea. I thought it was the coolest thing that somebody could actually own one of these. So I would be going through these properties and I was baffled by it. And I often wondered, why couldn't I do that, right? Like, how do you get to own one of those? About a year later, I found the real estate investing community on BiggerPockets. Awesome resource if you haven't heard of it before. Definitely go check that out. But I instantly fell in love with the community on there. Really helpful people, super knowledgeable. If they don't know, they'll point you in the right direction. They'll get you in contact with the people who do know. Absolutely loved it. For the next couple of years after that, I read everything I could on BP. I was going to other forums online. I was networking with local investors in my area. I read over 100 self-development and business books, including the classic Rich Dad Poor Dad book, which is also discussed on BP quite often. Unfortunately, BP at the time didn't have their amazing podcasts, but I was also listening to some audio books and watching videos that were available from other professionals in the real estate investing world. And eventually, I ended up purchasing my first investment property at 20 years old with a friend of mine. It was a turnkey property, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. It was flipped by another investor who actually sold it to us at a small discount. Awesome friend of ours still today. We closed on it my junior year of college, actually finals week of my junior year. And for those of you who don't know the engineering world, junior year undergrad is absolutely awful. So far as workload, it is terrible. This is the most grueling year you will ever have, at least in electrical engineering. So you can imagine just the amount of stress that was going through my head. But we knew this was an awesome opportunity and we had to do this deal. we closed on it. We actually closed on it the Friday after my last final. I had finals in the morning, and then we closed on it with my attorney later that day. But my friend and I have yet to pay a mortgage payment on this property because 2 weeks after closing, we actually had it fully rented from some other students that I was going to school with. And this was more of a house hacking situation where I was living there my senior year while I was renting it out to friends. So that worked out perfectly, seamless. And no issues with tenants over the past couple of years. We just turned over this past summer. No issues with them either, so we've had such awesome luck. And I just want to emphasize that I did not pay an exorbitant amount of money for any of the content I went through or the things I learned. You know, you have some companies out there or gurus trying to sell their programs for $20,000, $25,000 or some other ridiculous amount. There's no reason to pay that much money for education in real estate. Alright, everything you need to get started in this business is essentially free or very low cost at most. So my vision for Square Hacker blog site and YouTube channel is to kind of bridge the gap between technology and real estate investing. These two industries are huge parts of my life, and they're both something I am incredibly passionate about. So I thought I would share a bit about what I've learned and show investors what's out there to help them in their business and ultimately their personal lives. So my first blog post and video was about Google Forms and lead generation. Definitely go check it out if you haven't already. I'll be updating the blog regularly, so definitely keep checking in with me to see where the journey takes us. And I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care.